Oh my god. Bit of a later start than normal, guys. I do apologise. I do. But at least we're on. What a nightmare. How are you doing, mate? It's nice to see you in chat, mate. Nice to see you. I've literally just started the stream, so I do apologise if you expected me a little bit earlier than this. But we've had some problems. But we're on live now. How are you getting on? How are you getting on, man? I'm just going to move that over there. That'll be better. Start virtual camera. Am I live? Yeah. I'll do. Hold up. Here we are. Sitting second in the league, 283 points, but used all my chips, all downhill from here, I afraid. You always have an unbelievable start in my leagues. It's actually crazy how far ahead you actually get, bro. It's crazy. I mean, we can look at the league now, actually. FPL Mogues League. There you go, mate. There's the team from last week. Triple captain Salah. Mate, where are you in the world? 45k in the world. That's crazy, bro. That's absolutely crazy. Let's go, dude. Let's go. I'm very much in the millionths of my rank, mate, so you're doing amazing. Hello, Connor. How you doing, mate? Sorry if I'm a little bit late to stream, bro. Had some problems this morning, so we're here, though. We're live. We're ready to gan. With double forest defense. Am I crazy or am I crazy? I think I'm crazy. What do you reckon of the double forest defense, by the way, fellas? Because obviously I spoke about it a little bit on YouTube, didn't I? But wasn't quite sure I was going through with it, I'll tell you that much. I was like, maybe I do it. But we're doing it, lads. We're doing it. A non-FPL question, mate, but what you think of the Jordan Henderson going back to Brentford and not Sunderland? Did you think he would go to Sunderland? He's playing really well. I mean, I expected in Sunderland to inquire about Jordan Henderson, to ask what's going on. I feel as though we made the correct decision not going for him, and we actually managed to get a better profile player and a better player, sadly. It's hard to say that because I know I love Jordan Henderson, but Jacket is an unbelievable player. I mean, what did he get? 13th in the Ballon d'Or the year before? Mate, it's like an unbelievable signing. I wish there was a world where we could have both, and they're both playing for us, but we have to be realistic. Xhaka is the better signing, and at the end of the day, I just respect the club massively for being able to make these type of signings. Our business and how we've been ran over the years is unbelievable. Connor says, all good, you crazy for sure. Won't have as many questions as usual. I'm rolling my transfer. I'm rolling as well, mate. I'm rolling as well. I just feel it's like it's one of them weeks where everyone's kind of gearing up to make big moves to Haaland if they don't have him. And also just kind of chilling out and seeing where FPL's at the moment. Like, I don't know, it just feels like everyone's kind of rushing around at the moment, like with transfers and stuff. So many price rises. I think we've had some of the most crazy price rises this season. I think everyone's just going crazy and panicking. It's weird, man. Semenyo captain though, says Connor. That's interesting. Because I'm really not too keen on the whole going anyone but like Salah this week, because it's just difficult, man. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm just not too keen on it. Feel as though Salah's definitely going to get involved in this fixture. It's just hard to tell who else within FPL is going to make a big difference. Oh, I forgot to do my chat on the screen. Whoops. That should work now. George is on. Hello, George, mate. Again, I said to the other two lads, I'm sorry that I'm late today. But we are on. Ready to go. Gonna get TikTok up and running as well for the TikTok YouTube chat hybrid that you have in the middle of the screen normally, which is always nice for you. We'll do that. God, I'm all over the place. I don't know where I'm at, what I'm reading. I feel like that is fine. We'll go live on YouTube with that. Go live on TikTok with that, sorry. And we'll see how it goes. Here we go. How are we doing, everyone on TikTok? How are we doing? We're live with only half an hour to go, so I do apologise yet again. But yeah, some decisions to make. Welcome everyone on TikTok. Welcome on. Welcome. Why does it say I'm a musician? Oh no, it's football, man. I'm being silly. Get rid of words. Not this week. George says Dubravka, Nico Williams, Richards, Porro, Stev, Verts, Cunha, Bruno, Salamateta, Watkins. What would you do? Ooh, what would I do? I'd probably just keep it as it is for this week. I don't mind the Reinders bench because I've got on bench this week as well. Welcome everyone on TikTok. Welcome. But yeah, George, I don't know. I think I would just stick it for now because there's not a lot of good fixtures to move to people this week anyway. So maybe an extra week of information would do you good, and obviously let you to get another free transfer in the bank. Start Tosin or Ronaldo, says Dezan. Ooh. I would probably, obviously Tosin's a safe option. They do play United. No, I do expect United to get something from the match, so I'll probably say Ronaldo, mate. But maybe I'm biased because I'm a Sunderland fan. I just think we've got a really good chance tomorrow. JB on TikTok, Haaland or Ekatike captain? Ekatike, mate. Neon, TikTok, Donnarumma or Dubravka. For this game week, you'd probably go Donnarumma and just hope that it's a really quiet game, City versus Arsenal. I do like Dubravka though, as you can tell I've got double Burnley defence this game week. Who have you captained? Mohamed Salah. Should see it on the screen here, Salah. Apologies if it's a bit too small. Started the live a little bit later than normal, guys, so make sure you tap the screen on TikTok. Let's get it moving again. Let's get these questions answered for you all. Roy Clifford, should I captain João Pedro? I mean, he's an option to captain if you have someone like a Salah or Liverpool asset. I would maybe lean slightly more towards them, but it's not a bad option. Salah captain or differential, says Ali. I'd probably look to go safe with Salah this week. Some of the fixtures around don't seem amazing, but if you're really set on one player, don't be scared to captain them. Connor sent his team in there. I remember your team from last week, Connor. Maybe bench space. It could be, How strongly do you feel on a bench boost, though, Connor? Watkins finally do some. I mean, I'm a Sunderland fan, so you're probably asking the wrong person, mate. I don't think he will. But it's like, all biases aside, it's a good fixture for Villa to get back into the swing of things against a newly promoted side. I will say it's away from home at Stadium of Light. That's always going to be a difficult game for people. But if you've still got him, I don't think it's as bad as you think. We'll wait and see how he performs in this match, and then we can judge him. Gakpo or Palmer? Palmer. If it's just this week, Gakpo, but for multiple weeks coming up, it's definitely Palmer. Enzo and Bruno to Elliott and Palmer, -4. Yes or no? No. I wouldn't do that. I put him on captain. Ooh, I don't think I would have captained him this week after what he's done so far. I understand it's against a, weak side. But I would maybe consider someone else. But if you're feeling it, absolutely go for it, mate. Absolutely. Connor says, I'm not 100% because of my bench players play against my starters. They're all good players and bench so many points last season. I don't trust myself at all. Yeah, I understand what you mean when you say they play each other, because they do play each other a bit, don't they? Don't think Reinders goes crazy in the match, so that's why I've got him benched. For Bruggen, I think concedes. Yeah, I'm reading George's bench, actually. Raya, Paqueta, Anderson, Truffett. Raya, yeah. Yeah, you're probably right, Connor. They play to each other too much. Double Tottenham defence is safe. No, that's why I'm not playing double Tottenham defence, Leo. I'm playing double Burnley defence this week. Call me crazy. Don't care, mate. But yeah, I'm a bit cautious on who am I talking about here? Let's get that back up. Sorry, I'm a bit cautious on Murillo in his minutes. For me, if he doesn't play, you're going to have someone come off the bench, which would probably be Pedro Porro. I don't mind starting Dubravka over Vicario, because then I would have Vicario on the pitch to cover the Tottenham clean sheet, if it does happen, which I don't think it will. I'll be clear. And then Estev coming in for Reinders makes sense because I don't think Reinders is going to get much from the fixture. I think he'll go ahead and get 2 points for playing past 60 and 2 points for defensive contribution. So I think we're doing good. GS Collects, morning mate, how are we doing? Fundles says, roughly, who would you pick on a free hit this week? I'm sorry, mate, I haven't looked and even considered a free hit for this week, so I wouldn't be comfortable just like spurting out players that you should probably consider. Of course, the best captaincy option this week is probably Mohamed Salah, so maybe you could build it around that, but we've not got long for a free hit draft anyway, mate. Do apologise. Simmons or Anderson, I'll probably go this week. Xavi Simmons this week, because then going future, I think it's decent. Start Sells or Dubravka, says Dan. Dubravka. How's it going, mate? How's it going, Ahmad? I know I said I'm rolling this week, but I think about Isak, he's probably going to get a start. I don't know about Isak. If you're really confident that Isak's going to start this game, he's going to get good minutes, and you want to make the move, go for it. But, like, I don't know, man. It's difficult to tell at the moment with his fitness. Petrovic or Alisson? Ooh, Alisson. Ekatike Wood, says Jack. I'd probably lean Ekatike this week, mate. I'm not too keen on the Burnley fixture. We'll see how Forest get on, though. They might do all right with Ange. I don't know. TikTok. I don't know. Lenny says Sanchez or Dubravka. I'd probably go Dubravka. Kudus isn't great. Who could do his job? Who could do his job? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, sorry. Sorry, mate. Make sure you're tapping away on that screen on TikTok. Mateta, Xavi Simmons, no cap. I think I'd lean more towards maybe Xavi Simmons on that. Maybe. I think Mateta's looking tired. I'm not as happy with having him in my team this week. Salah or Pope? Not Salah or Pope. Sells or Pope. You can tell I'm tired. I'll say Nick Pope. I'll say Nick Pope. I don't think Newcastle will do that bad. I really don't. I've transferred out Bruno for Palmer, says Ahmad. By mistake. Was meant to transfer Sarr and a forward for Palmer and someone. Do you think I should transfer Sarr out if for one free transfer? The thing is, whoever I transfer in will be on my bench either way. You could just wait if you don't expect Sarr to get a price drop tonight. Of course, Sarr could be back in a few weeks anyway, so I would maybe just hold off on the move going into the next game week, brother. Would you put Timber on the bench? Depends who you're taking off the bench to put Timber on the bench. Is Sarr not playing? We'll check the notes I've wrote down for the pressers. Let me just check 1 second. I hope he's playing because it then makes the Mateta pick much, much better. Where we at? Of course, I've got to log in to see my notes. Great. Endoy or Kudus, please, mate. If it's for 1 week, Endoy. If it's for a longer space of time, I would say Mohamed Kudus. Start Esteb or Reinders. Esteb, that's what I've done this week. We are here. Hello, Jack. How you doing? Apologies for the late live stream, Jack. I do apologise. But we're here. We're back. And TikTok has decided to make my stream not viewable because it's unoriginal. Great. I have Esteve, Dubravka, Cunha and Ronaldo on the bench. Should I bench boost? I would really consider it, Roy. I really would consider it. I think that's really strong. Haaland or Pedro for captain? Probably Pedro, mate. Probably Pedro. I think that's a decent lineup, man. Is Murillo going to play? It's hard to make my mind up with Murillo, because there was some talks within the press conference where they were saying it's not 100%, so it's like, well, am I going to take that chance and he comes off the bench and just ruins the game week? Like, I wasn't feeling it too much, you know? Right, everyone on TikTok. TikTok is ruining the live stream. Go over to the YouTube live stream, click the profile, click the bio, head over to YouTube. I'll answer all of your questions on there. Quickly, go over to YouTube. I'll see you there in a few seconds, guys. Right, yeah. Honestly, I am absolutely done with TikTok, bro. Absolutely done, mate. Does my head in every single week. Don't know how, because they say my content's unoriginal, but it's just not. But yeah, where was I? Sorry. I'm trying to find my notes I wrote down for yous about Forest, but I don't know where I've put them. Was it? Who's asking? Yeah, it was Murillo. Sorry. He's still a doubt. Somewhat did individual work today. We'll give him a little bit more time. It's still a little bit sore. It's just whether he can cope with it. So we'll delay that decision, but he's a doubt. So Murillo being a doubt, therefore he drops to my bench personally. It's just not great to see, really, is it? In terms of Palace, I need to look at Palace. Where is Palace? I've got notes on everyone, of course, but like somebody asked about Palace on TikTok, but it's now sparked my curiosity. Ismail Assar will train with us after the West Ham game. Okay, so that's not too bad then. Not as bad as I thought. Is Anderson first on the bench? So should I play him? I'd be playing Anderson this week, definitely. Brentford at home's a brilliant fixture. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you can't get too much better than the Brentford fixture this season for Anderson. Obviously, Brentford had a really good game last week against Chelsea. Maybe the confidence is there for them. But mate, yeah, I just think it's a great fixture for Anderson this week. Connor says, what do you think of Kevin at Fulham? Great. I think he's great. I'll say that straight away. Once he gets his minutes, I think it'll be a class differential. I think so as well. I think the problem is with a player like that, if he gets 1 or 2 returns within the next 2 weeks, or this week in particular, people will just jump on him and ruin him, and he'll be not a secret differential anymore. But he looks really great. You're absolutely right there. It looks like a right player. Right player, mate. It's interesting when a player like that comes to the Prem and then just looks great straight away, because you think, well, there's a serious player here, because players really struggle to do that. But yeah, really great to see, man. My green mug looks like there's a green screen on it today. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the week, but I do think the scariest thing is the fact that Forest have Postecoglou and they normally really attack him. It's hard to say like, oh, yeah, Burnley are going to have it easy this week, because they're not. But I do think it's better me playing double Burnley rather than double Spurs. Mogs, I have 3 free transfers, but feel like I should just keep rolling. Mate, there's absolutely no reason at all to waste a transfer if you feel like you can roll. Absolutely no way. Like, the fact we can get up to 5 free transfers, it's almost like a wild card. It's almost like a wild card, mate. So, if you can have sort of a mini wild card when you get to 5 free transfers, that's going to make your team amazing. You're going to make some amazing things with those transfers if you just keep saving them. Because if you feel your team's strong and it's doing well, there's no need to make a transfer. Like this week, I could have easily went and looked at Murillo and went, oh, I'll take him out this week. I don't need to. I can just use my subs. I'm happy with the team. We're going to roll. It allows me to do better things within the future. I know it's really risky, but I love players like him. It's the whole reason I have Ndiaye in my team. My mate is an Everton fan, and I've been to a few games, and I've never seen anyone like him. I want Kevin. I know it's risky, but I might do Kevin for Paqueta. I wouldn't mind that. I think we just have to be careful on what we expect from Kevin's minutes. But I like your thought process, and obviously you really liking this guy. I like him as well. I think he's a great footballer. It's a good fixture this week. He's expected to start. He's going to have Robinson behind him probably in a few weeks' time, I would imagine, as well. Coming back from that knee injury that Robinson had. But in terms of minutes, how are we looking for Kevin? Let's do a little bit of research for Connor here. Obviously, he just came to the Premier League. But I want to see for the last game what he was looking at. Was he off the bench? He was off the bench 14 minutes last game week. But yeah, it looked really good though. It looked really, really good. I mean, who's fighting for Kevin for minutes? I don't really know who would start above him, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I feel like he'll start, is my answer to that. I feel like he's going to be the starter. Who would it be? Would it be probably Reece Nelson? Reece Nelson? Does he play for Spurs now? Or he went for Brentford? He went to Brentford, didn't he? Who am I thinking of? I'm thinking of someone. There is another left winger within the squad, so I would be careful on Kevin. Maybe you give him, because they're about to go into a hard run of fixtures, maybe you give him the next few weeks to see where he's at, and then in game week 10 move to him when they've got good fixtures. That could be a move. I would wait, honestly. If you really want to bring him in, you can, but I would wait. I think the fixtures don't look too great. And I'd probably consider game week 10's the best time to bring him in. Maybe that gives you the information and you need to bring in a player that you really like. Orange Apple is in. Fuck, I've overslept. Mogs, I need your help. Go for it. Yeah, this I don't know how to pronounce his name, I'm afraid. Chukwueze? They did sign him. I remember in the transfer window it was between Reece Nelson, him, and Tyreek George. But of course got Kevin later. Orange Apple later on me. I do apologise as well, Orange Apple. The live stream started late itself. So you're not in you're not in your own world of sleeping in, mate. My alarm just did not go off this morning. I'm absolutely gutted by it, but I'm here now, so yeah. I feel as though this week's probably quite a boring week for most people anyway. A lot of people just rolling. A lot of people just taking the time with things. I think we're good. You're fine, Orange. We have the best FPL content creator. I don't know about that. If I was the best FPL content creator, I would have been on time exactly a day, and I wasn't. So we're not going to say I'm the best. Next week, if I'm on time, you can say it. We'll say that. I really want to beat the curve, and players like him can do great things against better teams. Fulham are notoriously good at playing top six, but I do get your point. I also really regret Paqueta. I understand that, Connor. I understand that. I just think it's when you think about probabilities, probable outcomes in terms of the fixtures coming up for Fulham, the lineups potentially, and the minutes of Kevin, I do think it's a risky move. We'll say it's a risky move, but risky moves sometimes pay off. If you can afford even to bench him in a few weeks' time, if he plays some difficult games and you don't quite like him, that's fine as well. But I would be careful when we make moves like this, because if it goes wrong, then you're looking again to transfer him out potentially, or you just stuck with an asset who you're not really loving. But I understand the thought process, and I really like it. Who to captain out of Bruno, Ekitike, Verts, Watkins, Semenyo, João Pedro? Ekitike, Bruno, Yao Pedro. Wood to Yao Pedro, not this week. Not this week or next week. Wood has to stay. He's got amazing fixtures. I don't think we can look at him and get rid of him. If he starts to get really reduced minutes, then we can look to the Yao Pedro move. I don't even think the Yao Pedro move this week is that strong. But it is United. It depends how you see United as a team. Chelsea, I see them as very good. But if you really want Yao Pedro, you actually can go there. But yeah, I really don't want to go Watkins as he's been so ass. Yeah, don't go Watkins. I wouldn't go Watkins either. But I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible as a Sunderland fan. It is a good fixture for them. We'll say that. It is a good fixture for them. Connor says, I really want to do it. I have 8 strong attackers IMO at the end of the day. And as serious about the game as I am, I want to keep it as fun. Kevin is a fun pick. And if he does well and I don't have him, I'll be gutted. That's very true. It's very true. And Paqueta is a twat. He is. He is an absolute... I'll not say it again, but... Having triple Forest with Ange, hoping for a miracle. I'm just not too keen on Forest this week. Double Burnley defence for me. Is it worth it taking a punt on captaincy this week with no Salah? Yeah. I don't think Haaland's that strong as a captain. I'm guessing if you don't have Salah, you have Haaland. Who'd you go for, Spady? Connor's doing it. He's going risky. I honestly, Connor, well done for taking the risk. I hope it goes well. I really do. I really do hope it does go well for you, mate. He's risking it for an absolute chocolate biscuit. Only got a few minutes now till the deadline goes, guys. Only a few minutes. Again, apologies for such a late live stream. I only think we've been live for around half an hour now. Start 2 out of Murillo and Kudus and Anderson. Kudus and Anderson, done. Now the question is, do I start him? If you've bought him, you probably start him. I mean, this is the best game he's going to have for weeks, Connor. This is the best game he's going to have for weeks, mate. Well, that's just not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go on the planning thing. Yeah, Con, I'll show you. Yeah, so Brentford, really nice fixture. Aston Villa, difficult away from home. Bournemouth, difficult away from home. Arsenal, Newcastle. Then it's a really nice run here. The problem is, Connor, you probably bench none of them. That's the problem. So you're going to have a benching headache on your hands, but it's never a bad thing to have good players in your team and struggle with benching. Everyone seems to be rolling this week. No crazy moves. Last chance for Watkins or Haaland. Last chance for Watkins or Haaland is in the team next week. I mean, do you mean my team, Jack? Sorry. Start King over Kudus or nah? Nah. I don't think so. How many minutes did King even get last week? I mean, it's not like he's a super attacking option, King, but at least he starts for them. So he got 59 minutes last week. The data behind last week was terrible as well. I'd go Kudus. I'd go Kudus. Oh. You could bench boost Connor, yeah, if it's looking strong. You're already thinking about that. But yeah, last chance for Watkins this week, 100%. I think. I feel as though Burnley in the future weeks as well, when Aston Villa play Burnley, is a difficult fixture in itself because Burnley don't look bad. They don't look bad. Sunderland don't look bad. So yeah, I think this is the last week for Watkins owners, and then to go Haaland next week. I just read that message wrong, Jack. Sorry, but yeah, next week for me is Haaland week. For those who didn't have a chance to watch the team selection video, that's what I'll be doing next week. I'll be getting Haaland in my team. Connor says he loves that he got Valdemar in last week. Yeah, Valdemar looks great. They're hit and miss fixtures for Newcastle, but I feel as though he needs to start every game. They can't put Gordon through the middle. Gordon through the middle is like terrorism football. It's terrible. He's absolutely terrible, Gordon. I don't know what's happened to Gordon in recent months and the end of last season, but he looks crap. Orange is rolling this week. Semenyo captain. Oh, chat's gone too fast there. Semenyo captain, Varty. Yeah, it makes sense to roll. Not great, but worth rolling. No, I think it's worth rolling. Semenyo captain, 2. Might as well captain Kevin. Oh my God. Connor, what's going on, bro? I know you're taking a risk this week, but maybe 2 risks in a row is too much. Captain's very important in FPL. Very, very important. I think Kevin is differential enough to not captain him. But yeah. Let me know who you end up on. Probably Semenyo, I'd guess. Are there any potential double game weeks this year? Surely, right? Yes. Obviously, later in the season, there's always some double game weeks and blank game weeks. Potentially within this half of the season, there will be a double and blank game week. A small one, but there could be one. We're looking potentially at Crystal Palace's position within the cup fixtures in England. That will allow us then to kind of calculate when double and blanks could happen. I did have a calendar. If I have got this calendar, we're going to have a right delve into it. Oh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Sorry, I just had a sneeze there. Oh God. Yeah, I can't find the calendar that was shared with me the other week, but there is going to be there is going to be a double game week and blank game week at some point, potentially within this half of the season. Game week 16, game week 17. I'll go into more detail after the deadline, potentially, on that. If you just want to stay after the deadline, I'll read you this piece that was wrote by Ben Crellin. It's really great. I have Salah on my team, and I'm probably rolling because whoever I will get will be eventually either way. I would agree. Who to captain out of Wood, Palmer, Watkins, Semenyo? Probably Semenyo. I think he'd be popular this week. By the way, Mose, I can't believe you keep getting out of a jail card for free with a 57-year-old Egyptian pensioner. He's been so ass every week, but gets a goal and assist every time. It's a disgrace. Genuinely so washed. I despise Salah owners. Bless you, QD. I mean, look, here's the thing. Everyone says it's so lucky that Salah's scoring in the last minute of games. He's scoring last minute penalties. Oh my God. Do you know why I picked Salah? Do you know? He's on penalties for Liverpool. Yeah. And he also plays more than 90 minutes every week. So scoring a penalty beyond the 90th minute last week is not crazy. That's why we pick him. I'll say that now. We roll in, says George. Let's go, George. Bench boost active. Nice, Connor. Ekatike after that Isak transfer is not ideal. It's not ideal, but it should be alright. Mugs, have you ever been curious what orange apple looks like? I want to send you my LinkedIn or something just for the lols. Yeah, do it, bro. I mean, Instagram. Go Instagram, bro. If you have Instagram, I don't know. I love George's energy this week. Red arrow incoming. Come on! Yes! That clip of Goldbridge where he just goes, yes, come on! Mate, this week is just a difficult week in itself. I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring week, to be honest. 9th in the Mogs FPL League, coming for the top spot. Go on, Connor, lads. I mean, you've gone differential enough, and if it goes well, you'll absolutely fly. Not even in my league, but in the world, mate. So, let's go, bro. Oh, quick one while everyone's here. I know the deadline has literally almost just struck or about to strike. I'm probably going to set up a WhatsApp chat for the community. So if you're interested in that, let me know and I'll look to set it up for potentially next week. Then the Tarkovsky Thunderbolt incoming? Yes, lad. Nah, I don't know, I think Liverpool are really strong. Mogs is speaking to himself again, referencing Mark Goldbridge clips. I'm talking to chat, man, Orange Apple. Yellow cards, yellow card. We'll start with the cards. Yellow card for Orange Apple. Captain Robert Sanchez, who says we can't come on. Pause. Kevin is giving me who advice from Game Week 2. Oh no, bro. Oh no. It'll be sound, man. Surely it'll be sound, right? Now, if you like the play, mate, there's absolutely no harm in going for him. It's also fun to play FPL that way. Just spoke to VAR and yellow card rescinded. Okay. Oh, Jack, well, come over here. Come speak to the ref, mate. Come speak to the ref. I'm not telling you again, mate, but I'm warning you. Any more of that on the pitch and you're off. Calm down, mate. Calm down. We need to be handing out cards here. Who the hell is Kevin? Is he that Shakhtar Donny? Yellow card for that trim. Okay, George, you're getting a yellow card for that, mate. Hey, what is going on, man? Ooh, Mogs, don't call me like that, cheeky. What? Mogs, you can't book the ref, mate. Oh my god. I've lost control of the channel here. I mean, yous might as well just take over the channel at this point. Nah, but seriously, Mogs. Mate, the trim is fine. My barber's a butcher. The trim is absolutely fine. Just because I have different hair to everybody else doesn't mean it's bad, right? I don't like looking like everyone else. It's boring. Mogs thinks he's on road for calling it over the ref. Ref, come here, mate. Yes, he is the Shakhtar Donny. The goated Shakhtar boy. Orange Apple for Prime Minister. That would go down horrendously. I'm not even being disrespectful to Orange Apple. I just think the country would fall apart. Like, Orange Apple, tell us now. Trust me, Mogs, you don't look like anybody else, my guy. I mean, I just do. Orange Apple, tell me your first policy as Prime Minister of the UK. I want to hear your first policy. I'm going to prove to Jack why Prime Minister for Orange Apple is the worst idea. Orange Apple, tell us your first policy, mate. Go on. He's about to blow your mind. I feel as though this is going to go really bad, me asking Orange Apple this question. Mogs, do you realise I have a professional job and shit? Like, I know I take the piss and all, but I would take this country to glory. My first policy. This is what Mogs told me before stream. Hold on, I did not say anything. Don't listen to him. I know exactly what he's going to do as well. I know exactly what he's going to do because he's a little rat. You little rat. I know what you're going to say. Something about the boat. I knew it. I absolutely knew it. I've set myself up. Mate, Why didn't I see that coming like 5 minutes ago? Game's gone, mate. Game's gone. I don't have the vision like I used to. I should have seen that coming. Oh, God. I mean, Orange Apple, I did see you at the march the other weekend, though. You were on the Tommy Robson side, and I was on the other side, but I seen you, bro. I seen you. 1-0. What about 1-1? You got to be off for this. What do you mean? I seen him at the Tommy Robson march the other week. I probably got his name wrong, and I just made myself look like a tit. Bro is not Tommy Robson. I knew I got his name wrong. I just worry thinking about what Mogs did to that custard. Okay. George, that's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I don't know how I did it, mate. Some would say it's magic, other people would say it's terrible. Only because I got dates for Notting Hill Carnival wrong. Like, mate, shut your mouth. Orange Apple, I'm waiting on this Instagram, bro. You were so eager to show me. Was it LinkedIn or something? You were so eager to show me, and I was like, I'm ready. But yeah, what do you want a WhatsApp community chat set up? Maybe I'll do it. I'll do it at some point this week, and then we can talk about it later. Love how it's 11:05 and not a single mention of the deadline. I mean, I know who's in the chat. I know everyone's ready to go. Because it's a late deadline stream, there's not many people around. We can have a good laugh, the few of us. Got a nice little community, don't we? I don't have IG, bro. I'm not 13 anymore. Bro, what? Bro only uses LinkedIn. That's your only social media. I've got 19 kids to feed and taxes to pay. What are taxes? What? What? I never knew you had to pay taxes. What? Fuck. I shouldn't really be swearing. Put that on there. Bro's from Durham. He don't know about taxes, bro. He's on no. Yeah, I don't have a job. I just hide in a corner of like an alleyway with a PC. Oh. To be fair, I don't think I've posted on Instagram since like Wembley or something, when Sunderland played at Wembley. Got nothing to post. I'm an ugly bastard. Plus, surely LinkedIn is a more respectable view of me, Mogs. Very correct. What is your job actually, Mogs? I'm a blood scientist. I look at people's blood. Yeah, that was actually a lie. Orange Apples put it in chat. I'm a gooner. I just sit and goon all day. FPL gaming for me. Wait, there are jobs in Durham. There is, mate. Not saying I work in Durham, but I'm a blood scientist. I get to wear a lab coat all day. By the way, Mogs in a lab coat looks absolutely hilarious. I don't believe that. What do you mean? That is such an FPL YouTuber job. What do you mean? I don't get that. I don't get what you mean. Oh, my nose is fucking running, man. But yeah, I work in blood science. I look at people's blood all day. Do they make you wear a head covering even though no one else has to? Wow. I can't imagine Mogs as a scientist. I mean, I'm not like a big scientist. I'm not like a big deal. I'm just a normal blood scientist. Imagine turning up to your local blood scientist and it's your favourite FPL YouTuber. Oh, that's quite funny. Mogs, you're not on shift anymore. You can take those silly glasses off. You're not looking at blood now, silly. Mate, I can't see anything without my glasses. I've figured out, I'll take them off now. Oh, bloody hell. I can't really see much. To be fair, I can see the chat. And a little bit over there, but not much at all. Also look much better with glasses. I look naked without them. I wore them for that long. Yeah. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you a little bit about double and blank game week 16-17, so you're miles ahead of everyone else in the game, because if it happens, you'll know about it. Put them back on. Okay. Orange Apple's gunning for me today, man. I mean, you always are, but, like, good boy. Yeah. We knew it was coming. Right. Listen up, fellas. So, double game week 16, followed by blank game week 17. So, Ben Crellin wrote a piece on this that I've found. So, at the start of the season, there were no potential blank or double game weeks in the first half of the season. But if Crystal Palace reached the quarter-finals, the round 5 of the Carabao Cup, it'll cause a blank within game week 17. Now, it's most likely then the double will be put the week before that blank game week in 17. So we can maybe expect, if we watch Palace's cup run, if they get to game week, if they don't get game week, if they get to round 5 of the Carabao Cup, we will have a double or blank game week coming up, game week 16, game week 17, around that time. So definitely something to have in the back of your mind. It's got to have, the fixture's got to fit in somewhere. So, yeah, we've got 2 wins away from getting that double and blank locked in. But yeah, it's very exciting. Very exciting. Because in that time, we probably will have a game week where they play City at home and then Leeds away. So it'll be really good to get that. Really good. Do we get 2 triple captains this season? Yes. Your second one will reset from the 19th. So you're looking at these fixtures. It should be around game week 16, game week 17. So you'll probably have Leeds and City as your double game week. I think it could be really strong for a free hit week, personally, because Palace do have difficult fixtures either side of it. So you're probably looking at it as a free hit time. For me personally, anyway, that's what I'm kind of looking at. You've also got the reset of your transfers back up to game week 5. Back up to 5 around AFCON. So in that time period, you're maybe going to have more transfers than you would normally do. So it's going to be quite easy to navigate the double and blank game weeks, I feel. And then obviously in game week 19, you've then got all your chips back. A lot of information to take in. However, we need to be kind of aware of this to be the best managers we possibly can. So looking forward to that time. But in the meantime, we're waiting for Palace to get 2 more wins within the Carabao Cup, which they're completely capable of doing. Completely capable of doing. Yeah. What chips have you used again, Mogs? I've used none. I've used 0. I'm using my wild card in game week 8. That's locked in, by the way. Game week 8 wild cards are locked in. I just realised Mogs had double Burnley defence. Yeah, Murillo's a doubt for the game, mate. So Esteves went in, and I didn't like Reinders for this fixture that much, so Pedro Porro's went in. Oh, the other way around, sorry. Pedro Porro went in for Murillo, and then Reinders came off for Esteve. Any reason it's already locked in for game week 8? Yes. Big reason is Mohamed Salah. I'll show you actually while we're here. I'll show you how it looks. So this game week, obviously, this is how we went and lined up for the game week with Bruno Weiss. Next week is the Haaland move for me. So you go Salah. I think I'm going Mbeumo this week, and Mateta up to Erling Haaland. Now, this does depend on price changes throughout the week because I've only got 0.1 in the bank. If so, it'll probably be Mbeumo to somebody else, perhaps even Cunha, because I know he's going to be back. Depends on numbers, but Mbeumo has fantastic data backing him. You've also got some good fixtures around some other players here, so that team would look pretty strong. I feel horrible that I free hit a wildcard already. A bench boost this week. It's worked out well. I like my bench boost. It doesn't matter when you use your chips. It's not the best time to use them, but for me, this is the best time to use them. And Mbeumo, I'm a United fan, Mogs, and I don't know, lad. Do you not think he's looked the best out of your team, though? The data backing him is absolutely fantastic. I feel as though he's literally on the verge of getting returns for United. I think it's looking decent for Mbeumo this week. Then you go into this week, and it's probably then time to move on from Wirtz because, you know, I don't have an extra transfer to get rid of him in the previous week. And then I'll probably go to Eze, and I'll probably have that as my last team before the wild card in game week 8. Can't be starting double Burnley at the back. I can. It's not even that bad, I don't think. I prefer it over double Spurs. Notice how Muggs now has been putting in more Burnley players after he went to London last week. Bro, what? Yeah, game week 8. Hold on. I'll kind of explain who could feature within my wild cards. A little kind of teaser because I've already got a squad list in mind. So Forest are scoring. I mean, yes, they could do, but I think if Murillo's a doubt and he doesn't play, Esteve's better. Vicario, I feel as though Brighton away, they will definitely concede in that game as well. So you probably play Dubravka for save points. Esteve as well will probably get a higher number of defensive contributions compared to Murillo in that fiction. I do expect Burnley to score at home. So very minute details. I think there's only like 1 or 2 points in the decision, personally. But I think Burnley's the better way to go with it. But game week 8 wildcard, I'm then going to look at having triple Arsenal, double Arsenal defence, 1 Arsenal attacker, potentially Bukayo Saka if he is back. I'm then looking at having Cole Palmer back into the side for his good run of fixtures. Hopping back onto Mohamed Salah after Palace and Chelsea away. He's then got United at home, which is always going to be fun. Brentford, look, it's good fixtures for a long, long time. And yeah, I think it's a really good time to wildcard for me personally. Wirtz dropped. Yeah, Wirtz gets dropped in game week 8, I feel. Game week 7, sorry. Ultimately, you'll either score 1 point with Vicario and 1 point with Dubravka. I think the Vicario and Dubravka toss-up is really, really close. Really, really close. Oh wait, Verts has dropped. Subslice starting over. Wow. Let's bring that up. Hold on. I thought you meant an FPL. Let's find the lineup. Are you sure? Let's have a look. No Verts. You've got... Hold on. There we go. Alisson, Van Dijk, Kanate, Kirke, Soboslai, McAllister, Salah, Bradley, Gakpo, Ekatike, Gravenberch, Bert, Isak, Frimpong on the bench as well. Wow. Yeah, GG guys. My Verts move. Terrible. At least Salah's playing. Right? At least Salah's playing. Yeah, interesting choice there by Slot. The Isak move is not looking great for people who did do that. Yeah. Right. I'm gonna go set up to watch the game at half 12, isn't it? I'm gonna go set up and do that. I've let you know a little bit about double and blank game weeks coming up, but it is in the near distance, so don't worry about it too much. Just look out for Palace winning in the Carabao Cup. I'm not even live on TikTok, Orange Apple. Again, they just take my stream down for no reason. It's just stupid. I've tried to contact them and they just don't want to listen to me. But yeah, I'll speak to you all next week. I'm gonna go set up for the match and get ready, have some dinner. But have a good week, everybody. Make sure you tune in next week as well. I'll be on time next week, of course. Sorry for the late arrival this week. Only an hour stream compared to the 2.5 hours like normal. But yeah, good luck, everybody. We will see you next week.